A reading from the Gospel of Luke. After Jesus had finished all his sayings in the hearing of the people, he entered Capernaum. A centurion there had a slave whom he valued highly and who was ill and close to death. When he heard about Jesus, he sent some Jewish elders to him, asking him to come and heal his slave. When they came to Jesus, they appealed to him earnestly, saying, "He is worthy of having you do this for him, for he loves our people, and it is he who built our synagogue for us." And Jesus went with them. But when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to say to him, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore I did not presume to come to you, but only speak the word and let my servant be healed. For I also am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and the slave does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him, and turning to the crowd that followed him, he said, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith." When those who had been sent returned to the house, they found the slave in good health. Jesus is truly astonished, and Luke, who is of course writing for a Gentile audience and a distinguished Gentile audience, the most excellent Theophilus, Luke takes great pleasure in demonstrating that for Jesus there are no boundaries to his love. Gentile or Jew, the healing happens, and the slave or the servant is restored to health, and the centurion goes away happy, but not as happy as Jesus, because Jesus sees this remarkable demonstration of faith. The centurion doesn't need to see some powerful, as it were, magician waving his hands around and doing something which appears to be magical. He just knows that Jesus is possessed of an authority, and he knows what authority is all about, for he wields it himself, and the results are wonderful. Now, this is a powerful and remarkable story, and both the powerful centurion and Jesus of Nazareth are changed by the encounter that happens. It's a story which, amongst other things, reminds us that God, as we see in Jesus, has the ultimate big vision. But more importantly for us, there is something about human vision and how it can be exercised. The centurion knows that he is an outsider. The centurion knows that he's in a job which does not make him popular or an appealing figure to the local population. But his actions and his words go beyond his circumstance to look for something bigger. So he has become a friend of the Jewish community. He's built their synagogue, if you can believe it. And he does something even more remarkable with Jesus by demonstrating a faith rooted in how he has gone about his whole life to this point. And thus we see this wonderful happy ending. And when we hear this gospel story read, the cameras turn on us. God says to us, do you have what it takes to have this broad vision, a vision that is inclusive, which is ever the more important in a world which in so many ways is getting exclusive? And can you see that God has an even bigger vision into which he calls us all and asks us if we will follow? Amen.